7 days of waiting for one of the videos to be uploaded. And is it worth it, you think? Well, I'm back with another one, back with the video. So enjoy for your eyes, yo. It's a Wednesday rundown. Don't frown, don't frown, don't frown. I'm taking it to your town. This is the Wednesday rundown, season 2.
I love y'all. Whoa, that's what we talking about today. Love. You see, I say it a lot, very often, and I think it's finally time to say why I do. And I touched on love a little bit on my Valentine's Day Wednesday rundown, which if you've not seen, it's very oldish now because it was during Valentine's Day, so that's like February. It goes January, February, March, April, May. So it's been like 3 months. But if y'all really do want to go watch that old video, you can. There's some constants in it. One of them is me getting sidetracked, and one of them is James getting shouted out because we love James around here. Anyway, so what is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Bum 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 bum. I love that song. Good song. Now, we've had a lot of things happen this past week. Been a lot of hate going around. Out in not only America but in the world. There's still people quarantined. Things are getting back to normal slowly but surely, but I think that's part of the reason I've always said love is because I knew this would happen. I'm getting night in it. But listen, when you say something, you stick to it, and then something happens like this, you gotta keep it rolling, you feel? I'm using my hands a lot. I love using my hands. I call it my Italian hand gestures. I don't think it's only Italians, it's really everybody. If you go to New York, you'll find everybody doing it. If you go to Boston, you'll find everybody doing it. But if you go to like Florida or California, you won't. But I'm not from Boston or New York, but yeah. So, love is a thing that I don't use lightly. People think because I say I love you to someone, like I'm using it lightly. No, I think that some people don't get told I love you by their either parents sometimes, or their grandparents, or family, or even their friends. It's actually pretty rare for I'd say guy homies to say love. This is a message to you guy homies, other than my one, which we say I love you to each other. Listen, y'all, it ain't. And I know I gotta say this because for some reason people even find this as a problem. You know the whole no homo thing? That can ruin something when I say I love you. If I say I love you and you go, yo, no homo, I ain't gonna say it back because I love you. Listen, bro. I love you is used as a thing to show support and show that you are loved. Because not everybody is shown that they're loved every single day. And not even every single day. Like, just, you never want to feel like you're not loved, because then you'll feel like you're not worth it. When you feel like you're not worth it, you won't feel like you can give love, and then you won't even feel like you should be here. And I never want anybody to feel like they shouldn't be here. Everybody is meant to be on this earth as long as they're trying to improve every day and be a good person. There are some people, obviously, in the past, you could think of horrible people, and maybe even present, but there's a lot of people who aren't like murderers and all those who, do deserve love, and they don't really get it. So love is a touchy thing for me, and people say actually I take it too lightly. I actually take it very, very seriously. I have some relatives I don't get to see as much, so when I say I love you, I really, really mean it from the deepest part of my heart, because sometimes you never know if you say it. Let's say you don't say I love you to someone, and God forbid this would happen, because it really probably won't. But like, I say goodbye, good night, and I love you to my parents every night. My grandpa one time told me. He said, if you don't say you love, and if you don't go out on like a good note every single night with the people you love, people you care about, if you go off rough, and then let's say they die somehow, that ain't gonna be cool. Because then you're going to feel really, really bad. So there's no reason to not say I love you, because you never know if it could be your last time. I don't want it to be my last time. I know it's probably very unlikely, but if it did, and you didn't get to say I love you, that could be a big, big regret. And that's why I don't take it lightly. Every time I say the word, I realize it could be my last time saying it to certain people. That almost hit me. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let me take a breath in. But, you know, it's showed by the heart. And I think it's showed by the heart because the heart really controls everything. And it's used to keep you going no matter what. It goes higher and lower. Kind of like love goes higher and lower for certain people. You know, you could be loving someone one day. Maybe a week later, y'all just broke up. Or y'all just homie broke up, feel? And then now you don't really love each other. It's just like a heart. I think that's why they use a heart. It's not shaped like that, shaped like a fist. Because love can like punch away people, right? Defend yourself. Or it can be used to hit you because it can hurt. So love is a very dynamic force that you need to realize how to control. And if you're one of those people who's sensitive of saying I love you, there's probably a backstory or a reason, so I'm not going to judge you. And if there's someone of my subscribers who would judge you because of that, I really apologize for their actions. I try to build a nice fan base here and a nice place where everybody can get along and just be nice to each other, because there's not too many spaces left where people are just nice to each other. That's my one complaint about school. I love school. I love that I could hang out with most groups of people. But then if I was hanging out with a dude and then he started hanging out with a certain group, then that whole group would just betray me. So what was his choice? Betray the group he's with, or betray or betray me? Obviously betray me, and I get that. But it is disgusting that there are these roles, and they always seem cliche in movies and stuff with high schools and cliques and stuff. But I've always floated around knowing different people from everywhere. But there's some groups that would just accept me, they'll just like let me in, whatever, for a second. But then there's other ones who will be like, what's this guy doing here? He's kind of weird. And I that's my biggest complaint about school. Everything else I loved about it. Because, you know, and that's why people are called not popular or nerds. They're not. They're just not allowed into the groups because the popular people don't let them. And the truth is, man, popular is literally just a word. And I bet you 99% of the people in those groups don't say I love you to their main homies. No way, Jose. But then us on the down low, we gotta be saying I love you. Because if we don't, then where's our passion? Where are we gonna keep going? We don't got an in-ground pool in the back of our backyard. We don't got a neighbor with a giant house. We don't live in great places. We don't have the best things. But at the same time, we have enough. And we know what to do with that enough. And I know that I love my home. I have the same backdrop every time. I love these monkeys. It says, see no evil, hear no evil, say no evil, right? So basically just being good. And then we got Prince back here. Legend. Great guy. Very forward thinking. And then over on the side we got Rosa Parks. Absolute legend. Who did not stop for what she believed in. And that's why I love this room. A lot of never stop for what you believe in. There's a thing that says pray up there. That's because we're religious here. A little bit. Faithful is what my mom likes to say. But basically, if you have the heart to keep going, you can do anything, right? They say, like Rocky and like Creed, you know, those movies, they won because part of it was they're both evenly matched up. More heart wins. That's what it becomes. Look, if you're on the bottom and you grind harder, and that guy is staying the same, but he's just doing the same routine every day, you're doing different things. You're working out different parts of your mind, different parts of your body, and then you use your heart. It's because of what you've gone through. And if you haven't gone through anything or that many big things, you are going to be scared to say I love you because you don't realize that when you say that word, it's not just a word. It's like, I love you, dude, from the bottom of my heart. Basically, let's get into shout-outs because I have a lot of things with love into these shout-outs. So let's get to it. But that's my whole thing on love. But let's continue here. So Friday we got James. Why do I love James? I love James because James is an amazing person. He, first of all, he'd be considered quiet or a nerd, which I disagree with. James is smart, funny, and kind. And those three things are an amazing person. People might not want to respect him, right? That's okay with me because guess what? I'm going to respect him with all my heart because he's a great guy. He's been with me since day one of the YouTube channel. When I had no views, he would view my videos. Thank you, James. Forever and always, man. And I know you're always viewing my videos. And it's nice to know that no matter what, there's always someone viewing. I know, Tyler, you do too now, but this is the moment for James. Friday actually goes to you, Tyler. And me and Tyler had a little bit of a rough weekend, mostly because of me, but some because of him. We just pushed each other's buttons, and we looked like we were going to end off on a rough note, right? But you know what we said when we left each other? I love you, bro. And we hugged. Because love is what keeps us going. It's the same mentality of, we might have not gotten along the full weekend that much. We might not have had the best time that we ever had together. But the point about it is, we still love each other at the end of the day. Because we're brothers, basically. Monday goes to JD. I love JD because this guy was one who, no matter what group of people he'd be in, would be accepting me and talking about me nicely. And I love people who don't change in front of groups, like JD. Sticks to his morals, sticks to who he is. And it was a very emotional day for him on Monday. And I saw what kind of person he was, and I've known what kind of person he is. And he's one that keeps fighting no matter what. Big heart with JD. I got a big heart for you, bro. Tuesday goes to Miles and Parker. Both these guys have great potential in the world. Parker's 9 years old, but he is sometimes very mature for his age. Sometimes he's way less. But the thing about it is, I love you, Parker. Because the thing is, Parker is going to be able to soak up all the information I give him eventually, and I love that. And Miles, I have learned in the last 2 weeks that you are going into 8th grade, whatever. But for going into 8th grade, you were more mature than most of them. Mostly like a actual smart freshman maturity, not some of the dumbos that I had to deal with. And that's amazing to see your growth and who you're becoming as a not only a kid, but you are becoming a young man, bro. So don't ever forget that. And Wednesday is Ben. I love you, Ben, and the reason is because you're like literally the only last remaining member who still knows and respects and acknowledges the Resource Boys. And your birthday was yesterday or 2 days ago. I can't remember now. I'm so sorry. I think it was yesterday. And you turned 16. That's amazing. Can't believe it, dude. But joked around, said you act like you're 12. No, you don't. You're good. Straight hooper in my 2K series. But Ben, you're just a real one. And you kept my channel afloat too. Made like my website on Yo-Yo Affleck. Amazing. I love all of you guys. Some other honorable mentions of people that I love goes out to all my homies. Grant, Peyton, Julian, Nick, Bradley, Sydney. Y'all know him. Peyton, sorry. Unless I mentioned him. Whatever. All of y'all are great people. JD. Well, JD's already on the list. But Tyler's already on the list as well. I meant the other homies I didn't mention. So I love you. I love you all, truly. And if you guys need to hear that more, I'm not going to stop saying it because I do love you. So keep up the good work. Stay positive, man. I know that all this is going to get over with soon. We're going to be back to our normal flow of lives. And I will keep uploading, probably not daily when we get to our normal flow, but I'll keep this going during quarantine as long as it lasts. So thanks for taking me all the way to episode 56. It means so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'll keep it going up until episode 100. So, love you guys. When I see you again, I will be in the video like this. Yo, Affleck, out.